Hey Libra, this is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody is having a good week. I hope you're having a good, we're almost to the end of March. Libra, this is your how's your money, how's your honey reading for March, April 2019. Do one more shuffle. So we do 3 for the money, 3 for the honey, 1 for overall energy, and 3 for guidance from the universe. And I will pull an oracle card using Trust Your Vibes Oracle by Sonia Choquette. So I'll pull one of those, and if need be, I'll pull 2. I think the last reading I did for Aquarius, I had to pull 2 oracle cards. So I will pull 2 if I need to. A reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. All right, Libra, let's see what we got going on in your money row. So your first card is the Ten of Wands. Your second card is the Strength card. Third card is the Hierophant in the money row. And then in the honey row, we got the Ten of Cups, 7 of Coins, and the 6 of Cups. And from the bottom of the deck, y'all, oh, haha, the 8 of Cups. So let's see what's going on with you, Libra. Let us see what is happening. So Libra, as it relates to your money, it looks like you guys are coming out of a period where you really had a lot of stuff you had to deal with, a lot of financial, I don't want to call them burdens because that's not actually the right word. This card, the Ten of Wands, it's about just stress and carrying too much and doing too much and just too much. But I feel like it wasn't a burden. These are things that you wanted to do, and it looks like it was just time to get them paid off, whatever it was. But it did put you under some stress. From there, we moved to the Strength card, and it looks like you had to get some control over your finances because it looks like you were almost getting ready to hit a slippery slope where your money was just getting ready to blow out the window. So it looks like you got that under control. But with the Hierophant there, I'm questioning what kind of commitment you're thinking about making with your money. Some of you may be thinking about investing here shortly, maybe with your income tax refund, or maybe you got some money from another place, a lump sum of money, and you are trying to commit to a project or a long-term financial goal that you have, but for some reason you are just trapped by what you believe will happen and what can actually happen with your money. With your overall energy being the 8 of Cups, it's talking about, and this is the regular reading for this card in this deck, about moving off the choppy onto the solid. And so with that being your overall energy, it sounds like and feels like you are trying to do something with your money as it relates to getting yourself away from all the stress, maybe consolidating some of your bills. You may be getting a loan or thinking about getting a loan. And the 8 of Cups is just telling me you're trying to get above all of this shit with your money because it looks like it's just a pain in the ass. Again, the meaning for the Ten of Wands in this deck is about burdens or being just overly stressed out. I don't get the sense of the burden part, but the stress, just the stress of trying to juggle a lot of bills, a lot of responsibilities has just got you just right on the brink. And so with the Strength card, I'm going back over this again. You're going to have to get control of your finances. You definitely are going to have to get control of your finances so they are not here. But again, that commitment with the Hierophant, maybe some of you are afraid to make a 5 or 10 or 20-year commitment with your money, and you're not sure. But you know you need to do something so you can get above this little place that you are. As it relates to your family situation, it feels to me like some of you, this ain't gonna resonate with everybody, but some of you have gotten back with an ex or have revived a relationship that you pretty much thought was dead. And this may be someone that you have a child with, or someone you may have been married to before. Moving on to the Seven of Coins, about achieving your goals. Get the sense that you're trying to nurture this do-over in a different way. And I'm not surprised that you would be trying to get into an old relationship, or that you're reviving an old relationship. Again, we're in the energy of Mercury retrograde. Redo, review, reassess, reevaluate, renegotiate, whatever the re is for the retro. This is exactly the energy that I'm feeling from you about this relationship. And this is something I think some of you were not really anticipating ever happening again. But somehow it looks like something just opened up, and you and your partner both decided to try this again. It's not an easy relationship to deal with. And again, you got the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Coins, and the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups talks about past relationships. So you are retreading over some old ground, Libra. I want to pull another card for the Six of Cups. I'm just curious. We'll see. Well, universe, give me another card for Libra. This is how's your money, how's your honey. We want to look at the Six of Cups. Give us some insight on the Six of Cups, please. Oh, there it is. So Libra, the Queen of Wands came up, which I'm not surprised because that's a fire card. Romantic energy type activity. The Queen of Wands is a seductress. She's sexy. At least in this instance, Libra, let me say this to you, she is. And she brings a lot in the way of what you don't see in yourself. So this may be why you're back with this person. But I pulled this. The Six of Cups is clearly just yelling out to me, it is a past relationship. So this is not something that's new. So trying to understand, and this can go either way, male or female. But if you are a female Libra and you are getting ready to get back into a relationship with an ex, this could very well be your partner. If you're a male Libra by chance and you happen to be watching this is definitely a female that you've had a relationship with before. She's very sexy. She's very confident. She's a nurturer. And I'm going to put it out there and say it like it is, her fire energy kind of kicks it up a notch for you, Libra. Let's see what the universe has for guidance for you, Libra, and see what we can glean. I don't have a sense that this past relationship, I'm not getting any crisscross or any bleed over with your money and your romance. The finances and romances seem to me at this point to be separate. Big changes that are happening, or big things that are happening for you, Libra, with your money. You got two major arcana cards up there on the money roll. You got the Strength and the Hierophant, having the strength to tame your finances, and the Hierophant having the wisdom to make a good decision about how you want to commit, what kind of commitment you want to make with your money. So let's see what the universe has for guidance. The Hermit card, Seven of Swords, and the Eight of Coins. So this is guidance, Libra, that's kind of falling outside of even anything that we've talked about so far. So let's put the first card being the Hermit card. That is your third major arcana card on the board. Hermit card is about contemplating. You have, and I'm going to say the Hermit card is going to flow for both your money and your honey. You probably need to take a minute and step back, and you're already in the process of reviewing your finances, but you probably just need to take a step back and look and reanalyze one more time before You make any kind of commitment with your money. Hermit, as I like to say, he ain't lost. He ain't in the dark. He got some light. He's just trying to pull it back and contemplate the decisions he's either making or getting ready to make. The Seven of Swords is speaking directly to your relationship, and just where I put it, I really wasn't paying attention, but just where I put it, it landed right on top of the Ten of Cups. So the sword energy, that is definitely Libra type energy, that air. This relationship that you're going back to may have been broken up because of cheating on one part or the other. Just somebody just really doing a number on the relationship. I would caution you, Libra, because what is looking like it might be a good thing long term is probably not going to be, as far as your romance is concerned, exactly what you want it to be, and it's probably not going to yield the fruit that you want it to yield. It's probably going to turn out to be more of a headache in the long run. That's what I'm getting kicked back here with the swords on your relationship. So while at this present moment it looks like great to go, a happy family getting back together again, somewhere down the line here, and that kind of explains to me with the Ten of Cups and the Six of Cups, this past relationship is going to cause you some heartache and some discomfort. Yeah, it's all that in a six-pack. But this right here is telling me you're going to have some problems with this relationship, despite the fact that, again, right now, it looks great. And so let's just talk about Mercury retrograde energy. I don't like Mercury retrograde, and I think most people don't like Mercury retrograde because it's not anything about the planet itself going backwards, but it's the shit that you deal with and how fuzzy and fucked up your thinking can get in a 3-week period. And things that you said a year ago you were never going to entertain, look at, review, talk about ever again in life will come up in a Mercury retrograde, and how you going, well, damn. And you will look at a situation that a year ago wasn't shit, but you'll look at it during a Mercury retrograde phase and go, well, I wonder if maybe we could just try. I wonder, and everything has a hue. I don't want to necessarily want to call it a rosy hue, but it's got a distorted, kind of fucked up little thing going to it. That said, this is popping up and it's resonating back to your relationship. This relationship, like I said, this card, I laid it right on top of this card. It's some funky shit going on, Libra. Just get with that. And know at the end of this Mercury retrograde cycle, so probably in about 2 weeks' time, you're going to look at this decision and go, oh, shit. I didn't mean to make this one. Oh, fuck. Know that it may be that this is not as bad in some instances as it will be or can be in other instances. So it's going to depend on how it's resonating with you. What I will say is that if this relationship, this one right here that we're talking about, this past ex, sexy, confident, old relationship, if you had, depending on what kind of issues you had when you broke up the last time, if you had big blowout differences that caused the split the first time, expect the same the second time. If it was over some bullshit, you didn't call me, you didn't text me, I ain't see you at church or something, if it's some bullshit, it's probably workable. It's going to take some time. You're going to have to get into a mode where you're not sabotaging or overthinking, Libra, and just go with the flow. But it's really going to depend on how this past relationship resonates with you and what happened in the previous incarnation of said relationship. So if y'all broke up and it was a bitter fight, Mercury retrograde is playing with you right now, making you think that everything wasn't as bad maybe as you thought. This coming up is telling me you're going to have some problems, and they probably will escalate to right where they were when you broke up a lot quicker. If, again, like I said, this is not going to resonate with everybody, if they were small problems, bullshit problems that you broke up for the first time, you probably will be able to overcome them, but it's going to be a struggle. That's your word from the universe on that relationship. In the meantime, 8 of Coins. continue working. Continue paying attention to your finances. This is both ways. Continue to look at any relationship that you're getting ready to get into, but particularly if you were going backwards and you were getting ready to embark on an old relationship, think twice. And actually, I wouldn't make any, if you've made a solid commitment during the retrograde phase, expect that in the next 90 days, when the next Mercury retrograde comes around, whatever issues are hanging, they're going to come out full tilt. However, if it, like I said before, if it's a relationship that really just broke up on some bullshit, get busy and get working on it so you can clean up whatever, get whatever misunderstandings cleared up, and get back to the business of the relationship. You may have to have several conversations with this person. And I'm also going to say, if you are getting a third party involved with your money, you may have to have several conversations with them. So this is going to be some work. You're entering a cycle of work and reconstruction, particularly with your money and your relationship. So just kind of keep an open mind. Everything that you see right now may not be what it looks like in 2 weeks. Just saying. Let's see what the universe has from the oracle cards. See what we can get here, what kind of encouragement and guidance we can get for Libra. So true. So true. Fake it till you make it, baby. Fake it till you make it. And that's pretty much the thing, even with a Mercury retrograde. You just kind of have to fake it till you make it. Whatever decisions you decide ultimately to do with your money, make sure you checked and dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's. Whatever you decide to do with your relationship, as far as going back to it, if, like I said, this is going to do, the fake it till you make it is going to resonate more with those of you who really are going to try and stay in the relationship. Fake it till you make it, baby. If you getting back in the relationship and you're going to end up with the same bullshit, or you have a sense that it's going to be like it was before and it's going to just be a bitter ending, again, you have to fake it till you make it and figure out what you're going to do to put an ending on the relationship if you've already embarked on it and you're beginning to realize maybe this is not necessarily what you thought, especially as we get closer to Mercury stationing direct, which will be in about 8 days. So with that, I'm going to leave it there, Libra. I love you. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, a good weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.